start scrolling in the endless. What naturally happens for you, you become a slave to your mind. Or you don't feel accomplished. Either sabotage your friends, yourself. Beginnings are always the hardest part. Then the momentum and keeping everything going isn't as challenging. We've all been there at some point in our lives. Playing with a thought of starting a self-improvement journey, going to the gym, or just getting into reading or some positive habits. On the other hand, you could already been making some progress in your life. You could already been going to the gym, hitting the weights, But something unfortunate happens and you just got out of the routine. Imagine a round stone that you are trying to push. And at the beginning you are pushing hard, the stone is not moving. You push even harder and the stone just slightly moves. So you continue pushing and the stone gets momentum. You probably see what I'm trying to, do here, what I'm trying to metaphorically symbolize here. So today I want to cover everything from pushing the stone, starting the momentum, to keeping the momentum going and possibly overcoming some issues you might face. Imagine an evening routine. You brush your teeth, go to the toilet, grab a glass of water prepared for the next day. Lay down in your bed and grab your phone. You grab your phone and start scrolling in the endless loophole of videos, GIFs, memes, pictures. What naturally happens for you is you end up, being up till late or tired the next day. And you want to change this habit. But what we need to keep in mind is that we are not going to try to remove that habit. We are not going to try to get rid of that habit completely. We will just change it with something else. So what are some better options? It's basically completely up to you. You might want to read more, so you change the habit for reading, or you might want to write, stretch. It can be anything. So let's just say we want to, read. We change the habit for reading. Yeah, that's it. Change the habit for the reading. Because I could just say that I'm going to read, but at the end I'm going to fall back and just be on my phone and hang out till late night. No, here comes the part of cues. To quickly give you an idea what a cue is, basically a little thing that is activating a movement in your brain that makes you do certain things, habits. And what are we trying to do is enforce the good ones and get rid of the bad ones. Instead of leaving that phone on a table or in your bed, keep it out of sight, just put it in a different room, or if you really had to have it in your room, put it in a drawer or somewhere where you don't see it at all time. Alright, and you heard I mentioned, just reinforcing the positive. Let's say you have some book you want to read. You decide to read it every day, like let's say 10 pages, it doesn't have to be much. So you take this book and you put it on your pillow. So every time you are about to go on with your evening routine, you just see that book and it makes it easier for you to continue. We understand how momentum can kickstart, how we can sort of manage it to, keep it going. What's interesting thing about this is as you slowly keep going and, push through those positive habits, those changes you made throughout your whole day, you start to see progress in every, part of your life. It happens slowly, it's going to be subtle from the beginnings, but if you start exercising, you will notice some muscles popping in your body. And these small changes makes it extremely easy to just continue the momentum. So yes, this positivity encourages you to continue and just keep pushing. One last thing I want to talk about, which may happen to you as well. And I don't really want to make this depressing or sound terrifying or just make you scared and want to do it, I think. But what could happen to you is that you start enjoying this so much that you sort of, every time you are not doing anything positive or something you taught your brain that this is positive, you actually don't feel happy or you don't feel accomplished. Two things could happen. Either sabotage the wheel of momentum and you end up on this step one from where you have to like push the rock from the beginning, which is the hardest part, or you become a slave to your mind and you become so invested in working that every time you will not be working, you will just feel horrible. And this doesn't really help, because what's end up happening, this all negative energy is going to end up somewhere. You are going to put it on your friends, on people around you, or you are going to put it on yourself. Again, not a pleasant place to be in. It's definitely easier to fall into the trap than it is to get out of the trap. Not to be super negative, because we don't want that. I don't want to end the video like this. How do we get out? How do we escape the trap and get back into the positive circle? This all comes down to self-acceptance, accepting that world is full of uncertainties and not everything is in our control. Not every day is going to be like our best day, and we won't be probably able to do everything at all time. Once you realize this, you get into a completely different place and everything just seems to fit in. Everything just has its own place. That's all from me I wanted to share. I'm shooting this video second time because the first time it didn't record. Yeah, I could have not recorded again and end up falling again, but I decided to give it a go, even though I don't have that much time. And I think it's going to turn out to be amazing, because I knew what I wanted to share. Glad you watched the video all the way here. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around, consider hitting subscribe. More videos of these types are to come. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.